The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the customer view dashboard. So this is an example of a dashboard that comes right out of the box. When we deploy Acumatica, we install about 10 to 15 dashboards that you're allowed to either not use, modify, or just use as examples to start working your flows into the system. So on this particular dashboard, we're going to take a look at a couple things. The first thing I want to mention is parameters. So parameters is right now looking at my customer account ID. So for this dashboard currently, we're seeing all of the data in the system that's related to our widgets. So the first widget here I have is what they call a scorecard, and the scorecard is taking account for me. I also have some bar charts, some pie charts, I have data views, and then I also have some pivot table data. And all these different items that we have on this dashboard, we're going to kind of come back to through this presentation on different screens, different uses on all these things. So the base of all this information is a generic inquiry. So what we're going to do is say that I want to take a look at USA bartending school, and I want that to actually update all of my data on my screen here and relate it to only them. So what it just did was dynamically update every widget, every data view based on that parameter. If I take it out, it's going to re-update all that information. One of the new features in 2020 R1 is actually the refresh. What they saw from users was people wanted to have that data, but sometimes they just wanted a full screen of data, which takes time to run queries. So they actually implemented a new feature that allows each widget to have a refresh time on it. So if I reload this now, it's going to not go and collect all the data. It's going to actually have that there at different times throughout the day. So if I'm continually on this screen, it's going to refresh based on those settings. So with these settings, something to keep in mind, again, we talked about security at the beginning, you can actually allow users to personalize their dashboards by making copies of this as well. Another nice new feature of 2020 R1 is of bringing coloring conditioning over to the dashboard as well, and also integrating pivot tables so that generic inquiry data is gathered by your parameters, just like Excel, and shows me in a pivot table right on my dashboard.